Today, your goal is to complete your diary characterization essay outline. And we've already been working on this where you guys wrote your claim statements. For this example, I'm going to be using Mr. P as the character I'm writing about. So you, of course, circled either Junior or Rowdy, and you came up with the two character traits that you were going to argue. So again, I'm going to be focusing on Mr. P. And I'm going to argue that he is kind and compassionate. Okay, those are my two traits. Then I had you go down and create your claim statement. And your claim is what you're trying to prove in your essay. This will be the last sentence in your introductory paragraph. So I'm going to type my claim for you guys right here. So it is that 5-part templated format, starting with author. So Alexi, and then you add to that, Alexi, a verb, which is an action word. So I'm going to say Alexi uses, and I'm writing about indirect characterization. To illustrate, you add another verb. That Mr. P is a kind, I'm going to fill in my character traits, and compassionate character. Notice I capitalized my proper nouns. Alexi is spelled correctly, and I followed each part of that template. Author's last name, verb, my lit feature, which I'm asking you to write about characterization. Second verb, to illustrate or to show, and then I'm plugging in what I'm going to prove. So from here, this is where you're going to start today. So I've got my, my claim statement. And from there, I'm going to be filling out my outline. And really the way you should think about this, and you could write this in your outline as well, is that this first column here is your body paragraph 1. And then this column on the right is going to be turning into your body paragraph 2. So what your job is today is to fill in your character traits, which you've already created in your claim. So my first character trait is that he is kind, and my second is that he is compassionate. So you're going to take your claim and fill that in. Now, I'm also assessing you on paragraphing, so I want to make sure that each one of your paragraphs is a good, solid paragraph. So you need to have a topic sentence. So you might say something along the lines of, first, comma, Mr. P is a kind man, period. My whole paragraph is going to be about how he's kind. Now from there, you're either going to copy and paste ice quotes that you've already created, because some of you are choosing to write about character traits that you've already iced, or you're creating iced quotes. So you'll have to go back to the text or to your characterization chart, and you are going to look at the page numbers and go back and do complete iced quotes. And you need to have 2 quotes that support each trait for a total of 4. Now it does say, it's very important, you have to make your writing flow. So this is just a process to outline your thoughts and to make sure you have all the requirements, but you may need to take out some of your writing, add transitions or analysis. You might have some things that sound really repetitive. So make sure that you understand this is not your final essay. This is a place for you to kind of brainstorm and map out and organize your ideas. So from here, I'm going to have my first ice quote, and this quote is going to help illustrate and prove that Mr. P is kind. And then I'm going to transition into my second ice quote. Okay, again, proving that he is kind. So that's my first body paragraph. From there, I'm going to do the same thing for my second character trait. Next, or second, Mr. P is also compassionate. Okay, topic sentence for my entire paragraph. Same thing with ice quotes, but this time you're working on ice quote 3 and ice quote 4. So you'll have 4 total, like I said, completely iced, introduced, cited, explain, defend. And then when you're done with your ice quotes, you will have to construct a concluding paragraph and an intro paragraph. So the next step is to write your conclusion. And here you have to restate your claim. So I would say something like, in conclusion, Alexi uses indirect characterization to show that Mr. P is kind and compassionate. Okay, and then you have to talk about if that character changes over the course of the text. So you're going to think about things like, are they a static or a dynamic character? And explain why you feel that way. And then the last thing you're going to end up writing is your intro paragraph. And this is pretty simplistic, but you're going to have one sentence that introduces the author and the title of the text. The next couple sentences are going to be your own plot summary of what you've read, very basic, not super detailed. And then lastly, your claim statement. You're going to go up to the top, you're going to paste your claim down, and that becomes the last sentence of your intro paragraph. So that's what I need you to do today, is complete the outline, and that's due to Schoology by Thursday at 8:35 a.m. so that we can get to the point on Thursday in class of creating your Google Doc and making sure everything's formatted correctly before we do some peer editing. So let me know if you have any questions, and good luck.